Welcome to travel42. You'll notice on the non-logged in page at www.travel-42.com, you have two options. You can register now for a free trial, use code T42-7FT for a 7-day free trial, and then fill out this information, or click sign in if you already have a subscription. I'm going to go ahead and click sign in. If you ever forget your password, you can also click Forgot Password, and we'll send you over an email with a password reset link. Once you get logged in, you're taken right to your dashboard. You'll notice this header at the top, which follows you no matter where you go in the site. So you can always access the dashboard, but it's basically your home page. You can research travel by browsing destinations, searching for destination guides, hotels, and then searching for cruise. You can create trip plans and edit trip plans under Build Trips, and you can manage travelers or create new travelers under Manage Travelers. I'm going to start out first with my favorite way to get information to my traveler, and that's by creating a new trip. So I'm going to click Create New Trip. The only thing you need to create a new trip is the trip plan name. So once you have that, you can simply save new trip and then start adding information. It's that easy. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of explain the other optional pieces of information you can also include. You can select or enter travelers. You can add a new traveler. You can put an especially prepared for, a suggested retail price, the departure date, the return date, comments, which are displayed to clients, and trip notes, which are not displayed to clients. You can also edit the layout of this trip plan. So you can show the cover page, show trip summary, include business card, or hide cover page image. You can also upload an image or have an image from a URL. Once we have everything done, we're going to go ahead and click Save Trip. But first, I'm going to input my traveler. If you input a traveler here, it'll automatically pre-populate that traveler when you try to email the information to them. And the only time you really need to add a traveler or use a traveler is if you're going to be emailing things directly from Travel42. There's two other ways to get them the information, and that's by downloading a PDF of the trip plan or information, or copying a URL, which you can then share with them either via email or some other way that you can share a URL. So I'm going to go ahead and save trip. Trip Jamaica Honeymoon has been created, and I am now at my workspace. Couple things about your workspace. So far, I haven't added anything to this trip plan, so there are no numbers beside of these collections. So far, I have nothing added in this trip plan. Once I start adding things, numbers will start populating, whether it's 2 hotels, 5 destination guides, 3 cruises, 28 see and do, or custom places, which custom places are things that you can add that might not be within Travel 42. Those can be anything from a see and do, dining, city, hotel, airport, transportation, residence, office, cruise ship, cruise, event, or other. The only thing you need to have to create a custom place is the place name and then, of course, the type. The address, phone number, website, and custom place description is all optional. You have 3 tabs at the top: collect, organize, and preview. Collect is literally just that, where you add or remove information. Organize is organizing the information, so the way you want your clients to see the information. And then preview is previewing the trip plan once you've added and created information in that trip plan. So I'm going to go ahead and search for Jamaica. I'm going to search up here at the top search bar, but you can also search at the search bar within destination guides, hotels, cruises, or see and do. So I'm going to start here. I like the search bar at the top because I'm just used to it. So I'm going to search for Jamaica. Now it'll give you some options, some destinations, some airports, whatever that name kind of comes up in. So I clicked into the Jamaica destination guide and I now have information in front of me. So this is the destination guide. You have your overview, which includes the introduction, geography, history, snapshot, potpourri, and hotel overview. You have see and do, which includes sightseeing, recreation, spectator sports, shopping, itinerary, and much more. Dining, You have your dining overview, which of course this is Jamaica as a whole, so I don't have any specific points of interest or restaurants yet. But once I get down into those city guides, I'll be able to see some actual points of interest in dining populate. You then have safety, personal safety and health. Tips, do's, don'ts, geostats, money, weather, what to wear, communication, transportation for more information, and then events. So you can navigate between any of these. Anything that has a check to the left of it or over here to the right, both of these check boxes are the same. If you click add to trip, that's what's going to be added. So if there's anything you want to remove, say you wanted to take out history and geography, just uncheck it and then click add to trip. If you decide after you've added it from trip, like, oh gosh, I wish I added geography back in, go ahead and check it. It will now add to the trip plan Jamaican honeymoon. So perfect. So we've added the Jamaica destination guide into the Jamaican honeymoon trip plan that I am currently working on. Now you'll notice a couple of icons up here in the upper right-hand corner. Obviously, this is the trip plan I'm working on, Jamaica honeymoon or Jamaican honeymoon. Remove from trip, that means because I've added Jamaica into the trip plan. Before it said add to trip. Then you have your envelope icon and a printer icon. So these are quick print and quick send. These have nothing to do with the trip plan itself. Those are easy ways to send or print one destination guide or one hotel or one cruise. It does not give you the ability to add multiple things into that. That's where a trip plan comes in. If you want to do anything with the trip plan, that's where this little bubble comes in. So if I click on this little circle with the white dots on the inside, I can then clear working trip, select a different trip, start new trip, view trip details, edit trip details, send trip, print download trip, preview client report, and copy client URL. So that's what I can do with my trip plan. These two icons right here are simply an easy way to send or print one destination guide, one hotel, or one cruise. You can see that in the little icon to the right of that if you need a reminder. So right now I'm working in a trip plan, so I need to remember to always use this action item up here above those two little icons. So now I'm going to go into the related tab. What the related tab gives you is destination guides that might be related to this destination guide, which they are. We have Negril, Jamaica, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Jamaica, Port Antonio, Jamaica, Alligator Pond, Jamaica, and more. There are so many destination guides within Travel42, so you can learn a lot just by navigating the site. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Ocho Rios because that's where my clients are going. You'll notice I have items already pre-checked and I have my add to trip over here to the right. Once I have everything checked that I want, I would then click add to trip. First, I want to kind of scroll through and see some information because now that I'm in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, I'll have some actual points of interest in dining that I can add to the trip plan. So anytime you want to get to a certain section, simply click to the right of that section and it'll take you directly there. So I'm up at sightseeing. I want to add in, let's see, some casinos, historic sites. We'll do some nature. You can uncheck items as well. Parks and gardens. Anything that's got a gold ticket to the left of it is highly recommended by us. Then you have recreation, some fishing, some golf, scuba and snorkeling, and nightlife. I'm going to add all nightlife. Performing arts, spectator sports, and then shopping. I want to add all of shopping. So I'm going to click over here and just check the gold check. That means everything will be checked in that box. So if I want to uncheck it, check it, that means everything in the shopping category has been added. If, say, I remove something, it's no longer gold because not everything has been added. Okay, then we have dining, which we'll see some actual restaurants. So I'm going to add in the local and regional. We've got some different cuisines. I'm going to go through and definitely add these gold ticket ones. Personal safety, health, tips, events, and then photo gallery. Okay, so I'm good. I'm going to add this to trip. Perfect, it's been removed. If I decide, oh, I think I want to add seafood, just go ahead and click seafood, and that has been added. Now you'll notice some other tabs up here at the top. So I can then go into the hotels for Ocho Rios. Now, a couple things with hotels. You can filter hotels either by viewing them on a map, hotel name contains. So if you know it starts with the letter L, type in the letter L and then search. You can filter by hotel chain, by ratings and review, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. Show only star hotels will show you only hotels that have been reviewed. You'll also notice if a hotel has a review because it's got a red star to the right of it. Not all hotels are reviewed. This one is not, but you'll notice over to the right of the Moon Palace, that one is reviewed. Hotel preferences, meal plan offers, location, hotel type, and then number of rooms. So any of those can be filtered and you can also sort by. So I have sorted by star rating. So what that means is I will see the higher star first, and then it'll slowly start going to the lower stars. You can also sort by amenity rating, name, price, high or low, city, commission, or distance. Now, the price we have in Travel42 is an average rate, so I would definitely reach out to the hotel to get the actual rate, as opposed to going based on what we say, because those are averages. All right, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to look at Jamaica Inn first. Now I have everything that I want added, the hotel overview, the star review, property, facilities, and then photo gallery. Same thing here. If there's something you don't want added, simply take the check away from that one. I've got everything added for this, which is what I wanted. Now, the booking info, that's just for your eyes only. It's never included in a traveler's report. So I'm going to go ahead and click add to trip. But first, I'm just going to say a reminder again with these little boxes or icons right here. Envelope icon and printer icon. This is a way that I could quickly send or print just the Jamaica Inn. Since I'm working in a trip plan called Jamaican Honeymoon, I need to utilize this little circle icon with all my action items. So I'm going to go ahead and add this one to my trip. Then we can look at some nearby hotels as well. So we've got Jamaica Inn, Sandals Royal Plantation, which I think I want to add that one as well. I'll go back to the hotels. Couples Tower Isle. Go back to hotels and Couples Sans Sushi. Add to trip. Now, one thing I forgot, I need to add in Montego Bay because that's where their flight is going to be going into. So I'm just going to search for Montego Bay up here at the top. I'm on the guide. I have everything checked. Let's go through the see and do. A lot of casinos, sightseeing, recreation, nightlife, performing arts, shopping, and itinerary. I'm going to go ahead and add everything for this one. All right, everything has been checked. Everything's got a gold check beside of it. So I'm going to click add to trip. Montego Bay has been added to the trip Jamaican honeymoon. And they're going to be staying here one night. So let's go ahead and add in their Secrets St. James Montego Bay Hotel. Everything is checked. So I'm going to go ahead and click add to trip. All right. So I've got everything added into my trip plan. So I then have all of my options if I wanted to start a new trip or clear this trip or select a different trip. All of these options will save your trip plan. So nothing gets deleted unless you physically click delete on the trip plan, which that's not even an option right here. View trip details, edit trip details, send trip, print download, preview client report, copy client URL. So edit trip details, that will pull up that same box we utilized earlier to create the trip plan. So you can edit the trip name, the clients, if you want to add in more information. You can see the cover photo here and either hide the cover image or upload a new image if you don't like it. Then you can also click View Trip Details. This will take us back to our workspace. So we've collected all of our items. I've got 3 destinations, 5 hotels, and 113 see and do, which can be points of interest and dining. So my next option is Organize. Now, please note, all of these are optional. I could literally go ahead and send it right now or print it right now. I'm just showing you guys everything you can do within the trip plan or within Travel42 in general. So organize, just that. It's a way for you to drag and drop items where you want them to show up for your clients. So I did Jamaica first, Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, and you know what? I'm going to switch those two. because they're going to be going to Jamaica, landing in Montego Bay, then arriving in Ocho Rios. Then we'll have their hotels listed down below, and then you can preview the trip plan by clicking preview. I've got my cover photo, my headshot, my contact information, and my logo. This is the cover page, your trip summary, and then all of the information you've included. Now, if you decide, oh, I want to add one more. So let's go back in and add Negril just so they have all the information. I'm going to go back to Negril. I'm still working in Jamaican honeymoon, so I'm going to click add to trip. Perfect. So Negril has been added. Let's just go back to my Jamaican honeymoon. I now have 4 destination guides, and I'm going to move Negril under Ocho Rios, Jamaica. So preview, we should now have added another destination, which yes, we have. And we've got the trip summary updated as well. So now you can either send, since I added a traveler when I created the trip plan, that pre-populates. You can also add in more travelers if needed. Send me a copy. You can change the subject and add a body. If you wanted to turn it into a PDF, you would simply click print download. That just makes it more printer friendly. And then I want to show you copy client URL. So I'm going to click this. I'm clicking it with my mouse. I can then open up another tab, paste it, and there's my trip plan. So basically, the benefit of this is if you want to send an email or if you have another platform you're working in and you want to add this information as a URL, you simply have to click copy client URL. It'll copy a URL for you and you then paste it wherever you want it to go. So it can be in an email that you've drafted or another product or platform that you're using to share information with your clients. So from there, let's go back to the dashboard and let's say I'm starting something else. I want to do something different. Let's look up Rome. My clients are going to Rome and I need to send them information on Rome. Okay, so I'm still working in Jamaican honeymoon. I need to change that so I can work into a new trip plan because I don't want to add Rome information to the Jamaican honeymoon. I'm going to start a new trip. So Rome vacation. I'm going to leave everything blank because I want to get this done quickly and then I'll add the information later. So I've added all the Rome, Italy information into my new trip plan, Rome vacation. If I need to make any edits, I simply go in and check and uncheck and it'll automatically do that for me. So I want to add in all itinerary and all shopping. Perfect. All of that has been added, or I can go through and simply click on the points of interest over to the right if I read a little bit more about them. So I'm going to go to the related tab and we're going to add a couple more destination guides. So we'll add Italy. I want everything to be checked. Overview. We'll leave out history and then add to trip. Related. And you can also type in the destination at the top as well. So we'll do Florence, Italy. Historic sites. I'm just adding some things here before I click add to trip. And I think I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and click add to trip. And then we're going to go to the hotels. I'm going to add in this hotel. We'll do nearby hotels. So see, these don't have a review, but we did have one that did. Got 21 pages. I think we only have one hotel with a review here. Oh no, we have more. Excuse me. So see what I did, I added show only star hotels because I wanted to see what hotels had a review, and then I clicked apply all filters, and now the only hotels that are showing up for me are star rated hotels. So I'm going to go in and add. So the only difference between hotels that have a star review and hotels that don't, and a star review is our unbiased review of this hotel. We physically went to this property, wrote everything we saw and experienced while we were there. So the only difference between this property and one that doesn't have a review is this star review tab is gone in the ones that don't have a review. So that's what's going to look a little bit different. So I'm going to add this hotel to the trip plan, and I think we're done with the Rome vacation. That one was a quicker one. So now we can organize this information. I'm going to do Italy first, Rome, Italy, perfect. And let's say we'll do this one as a PDF. So I'm going to click print download. and it'll create a PDF here in just a moment. You can always close this message to continue working while it's downloading the PDF, but I'm just going to wait just a moment. And there it's been downloaded. So it'll populate for me wherever your downloads are listed on your browser, that's where it's going to pop up. So I'm going to click here, Rome Vacation. You can then either print it or save it to your computer. But here we go. Here is our Rome Vacation. And this is the PDF that you could print or save to your computer. You can also email this in a separate email if you wanted to. So Rome is done. And now I have my two trip plans that I just created down here under my build trips. Now you'll see that same action bubble to the left. It's got the same options: view details, edit details, send, print, download, preview client report, copy client URL, view travelers, view send history, duplicate, or delete. Now, if you actually email trip plans to somebody, this one I emailed on 5/12 of 2025, and my client hasn't opened it yet. So I might need to reach out to them via email just to see if they got the information. Now, a lot of email providers have a lot of security within their emails. So it's getting tougher and tougher to send emails to people and it be received and not go into like a junk or a holding folder. So if they say they never got it, another option you have is that URL. So copy client URL. You can paste it into an email. That way, when you send them the email, which I'm sure they'll get because it came directly from you, they'll be able to click on the link and be able to see that trip plan with that special link you provided them. So here is that. This is that URL that I just pasted so you could see it, but you would be able to start an email, paste that link into the email, and then you can send it to your client from there. So that's just another way to get information to your clients if email doesn't work. But most of the time, email does go through. It's just sometimes it gets held for a little while just due to security reasons. So some more information about Travel42. Anytime you're going to need to send stuff out of Travel42, you need to have a traveler profile created. That's just first name, last name, and email address are required. You can also add some contact information. So a lot of people, if you put in their first name and last name, they might go by something else. So you can put a display name here. So if, say, they go by their middle name, but you put in their first name and last name into the required portion, you can put their middle name here, and that's how it will show up on all Travel42 documents. You also have some news and alerts up here at the top. This features our recently updated destinations, hotels, some travel alerts powered by IntelliGuide, Travel Age West, Travel Pulse. Those are our sister products. Restrictions, that is our Sherpa restrictions. You could view those under that restrictions tab, as well as e-visa. If you need to see if an e-visa is needed for travels, you can click there. Help is very helpful. That is a way to help you navigate the site a little bit easier. So getting started, you have some on-demand training, frequently asked questions, tips and tricks, and then support and troubleshooting. Now, one thing I do want to mention, when you're in Travel42, if say something isn't behaving right, or you notice something doesn't look right, or you can't figure out how to do something on a specific page, at the very bottom right, there's the contact us portion. So if you click contact us, it'll pull up a contact customer service, which of course you can reach out to us via phone. Definitely do that as well. But if you send us an email through contact us, it'll actually put the URL of the page you're referring to. So that's helpful in that we're able to see exactly where you are in the site and can kind of help you a little bit quicker diagnose the issue. So always remember, contact us at the bottom, or if you click on the help tab, you can click submit a request as well. That'll help us get you assistance with anything you might need. So please let us know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for joining this webinar.